What's up guys, T-Hams here, bringing you my 4th episode of my FIFA 13 Ultimate Team Trading Tips series. And now this is about when is the best time to buy a team and to sell them off. And the reason I wanted to show you guys this is sometimes I used to actually have the problem before I found this out, and I'd buy a team, say for 100k, and I'd only be able to sell them on for 80k. So I'd be losing 20k coins, and I'd be like, what is this? Why is this happening? I only had them for probably around 1 or 2 days, and I tried to sell them off, and I only get 80k out of them out of 100k I spend. That's insane. There must be another way to do this. And I found out that if you buy at a certain time and sell at a certain time, you actually can make your coins stay the same. So if you buy a team for 100k, you can get them back for 100k, or even sometimes even gain profit. And that's exactly what I did on my past team that I had. It was a silver Barclays team. I bought them for around 370k, and I was able to sell them off for about 385. Might not seem like a lot of profit, but still, you're buying a guy with his lowest buy now, and then just selling him off after playing without even trying to trade. That's insane, just for having a team. And what I wanted to tell you is the best times to buy is when there's the most cards in the market, and the way you're gonna find the time where the most cards are in the market is when both the United States people and the the Britain and England people are on. And this is from because I live in the eastern USA. My best times to trade are from noon to 3 p.m. because during those times in England, from 5 to 8 p.m., that's their time because it's a 5-hour difference from the eastern USA to England. And what this means is most likely most of the players in England are going to be up and probably putting their cards on the market, constantly trading, playing games from around 5 to 8 p.m. They're out of school, they're at home after they done whatever they had to do. That's when they're going to be playing a lot. So that's when the most cards are going to be on the market, and this is the perfect time to buy, because what happens is when there's more cards than the amount of demand needed is that as you put up a card as a lower price, then another puts down a card for another lower price, and then just keeps on going on. The cycle keeps on going on. A card's average price, or its lowest by now, will go a lot of times a couple K lower than it actually should be on a daily basis. So take for instance, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head, a Lukaku from West Brom in the Barclays. Say his lowest by now, say around 58k. During the day with the most cards, because a person will list them for 57, then they'll try to list them for 56, then somebody will buy them for 56, then a person will list them for 55k, and it'll just keep on going down to the point where you could potentially buy them for 53k, and you're like, oh, okay, that seems fine. It's only 250 coins less than the other buy now, but if you wait a while and figure out the best time to sell, which is from 9 to midnight where I live, all the cards, or most of the cards, will have been sold without many people relisting them back up, because when people are asleep, especially in England from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., there's going to be so many less cards in the market, which will allow the lowest buy now to rise, because all of the lower buy nows will already be bought. So it might sound confusing, but it does make sense if you really think about it. So like if I bought the Lukaku for 53k, and then everybody stopped putting up Lukakus, maybe 1 or 2 here and there, but people constantly still bought Lukakus, so the 54k lowest by now was bought, 55k lowest by now was bought, 56k lowest by now was bought, and it keeps on going up. So you could potentially sell them for 59k, 60k without even trading, just by buying his lowest buy now. So if you do this with every team, doesn't mean it's always going to work, but it means a lot of times it will. Or maybe you won't even get profit, but it'll keep it just around maybe a 250 coin loss or 250 coin gain, or it'll just stay completely even. And that's all you really want to ask for. And some other just random tips for this is only buy the lowest buy now, no matter how many contracts the guy has on the card. Buy the lowest buy now, because that 1k less than the other card will matter when you're selling them, especially because of the EA's tax. And I found out that the cards that the cards that have the 4-1-2-1-2 and the 4-4-2 formation usually give me the best return. They usually give me the most profit because the 4-1-2-1-2s and the 4-4-2s tend to go higher, so they're almost practically price fixed. They're always price fixed because they're the 4-1-2-1-2s and 4-4-2 formations, and they go higher than usually all the other formations. And my biggest tip of all, list them for 12 hours overnight. You don't understand how many cards buy for insane prices during these times. You won't even believe the prices these cards sell for. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Like, the price you'd put them up for during the day would never sell during the day, but you put them up for overnight and he sells like that. It's absolutely insane. So just try this out. If you're trying to do your next team, try to buy the cards when there's about 800k or more cards on the market, and it tells you right on the I think web app and the actual game itself. And when you're trying to sell the players, try to sell them when there's around 600k cards or less. Um, and the less the amount of cards, the better. And that's really it, guys. I hope this helps. Hope this allows you to make more teams without constantly losing profit. Maybe even starting to gain profit now. Um, so I hope this helps, guys. And I'll see you all later then. Bye.